Hey everybody, this is a Smash Bros. Speculation video that I've been waiting and making for a long time. This is after the release of Steve from Minecraft. We got 4 characters left. I just want to have some fun talking about who I'd want, who I don't want, who's likely, why would they be good, and all that jazz, like characters, you know. That's all that's really left for Smash, except for the stages that they bring, but it's still a character kind of reveal, so without it we don't have much to talk about. There's not much left for Smash other than the 4 characters. That is, if there's only 4 characters left. I mean, Sakurai can do whatever he wants. He's one of the greats. He's up there. Actually, let me repedal that back. If Nintendo wants him to do it, I think he has to do it. Like, because there was that time when they were gonna make Brawl without him, and they're like, hey, we're making another Smash Bros. And he didn't even know, and they were like, he's all, well, okay, I guess I'm making it then, because you can't mess with my game series that I've been making. So it's up to really Nintendo, I guess, if there's gonna be more. He's probably gonna have to take a big break though, because seriously, the guy's killing himself making these games. But that's all fun to talk about as well. Let's talk about the characters. Now, I got a few characters that I've been hearing about. The Smash community always likes to go overboard when they speculate. My first character that I would really want to be in Smash would be Dante from Devil May Cry, and preferably, you know, Devil May Cry 3 with the same voice actor of the actual franchise of the game. But Dante would bring a character that has guns and swords and other weapons into the play, because he's not just a sword fighter. He does way more things than just sword fighting, and he would be difficult to play, but also like strong, probably easy if you, but I don't know, you can't really button mash in Smash, so that's not a big deal. But he's just an iconic character. I know it's another Capcom character, and we already have quite a few of them, but he's still just like one of those characters that people really wanted, and his music would also be really, really awesome to have in Smash. That brings me to my next character. The next character whose music would be amazing to be in Smash, and he's also a video game icon, so it just kind of would make sense to have him in there. He's also a Microsoft rep now that I think about it, because Bethesda is owned by Microsoft now, and that's Doom Guy. Yes, his name is Doom Guy. John Romero specifically said so that's canon. His music from the 2016 and Doom Eternal, so because it's Midgard, like it's just good music, okay? Trust me. But that's not, we don't really want just the music. We want the character too, because we also had that Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing kind of fandom mixture, so like now they could finally be together again in Smash Ultimate. Another character that's kind of being up in speculation, and there's the tweets that Sakurai does that we should not read into, that's like reading into the purple and yellow chairs. You just don't do that. But there was a Activision like progress, like gold document that was leaked or something. I've only heard of it. All this, a lot of my information, not that is like concrete or solid. It just comes from another YouTuber named Papagenos. But I don't want to steal or piggyback off him, but I've always been thinking about certain things either way. So Crash Bandicoot. Now, his new render actually looks pretty nice. It will use a little fine tweaking for Ultimate, but they always figure it out. The only character I feel like that they never did anything with was Steve. Like, he just kind of is there. Crash is a platformer character, which is kind of like Smash's bread and butter. Like, all characters are usually, not all of them, but like it's just like a platforming game per se. So, and it's funny because if he was next, it'd be a platforming character in the third spot of the fighter pass, just like how Banjo was a platforming character in the third spot of the fighter pass. That's nothing to do with anything. There's always coincidences either way. We've heard a lot about other characters like being leaked a long time ago. Like Steve was actually leaked a long time ago. And that leaker has also said that Ryuhei Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden was going to be in. And I can see that because he's got NES roots. He's got a classic he could have his classic costume and his new one. He could represent like his NES counterpart, and he'd be the second, or I think there's only Greninja and Sheik technically is kind of a ninja, but then he'd be like the third ninja. Also kind of thought this was funny. Since Ganondorf got his rework of the character model, he doesn't have a beard anymore, so there was no bearded characters in Smash Ultimate until Steve came in. So Steve's the only bearded character right now. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Hopefully I think that's correct. So now I know I've always said we don't need more Mario characters. Like, we don't need more Mario characters. Waluigi, no, we don't need another Mario character. And that's me saying that because a lot of people saying they don't want more Fire Emblem characters. No, don't get me wrong. I don't want any more of those either. But it's hypocrisy out there to say I don't want another Fire Emblem character, but give me another Mario character. Even though I think Mario characters are the most characters in the game. Like, nonetheless, I'm gonna be a little hypocritical and say we need a specific Mario character, and everybody knows him, is Geno. Like, come on. He's been waiting for, I don't know, it's probably because of Square, and Sakurai's wanted him. He's got a Mii costume, but it hasn't returned, so that's why it's like really like weird that he hasn't showed up. But Geno, you know, he's classic. He's been on the Super Nintendo as his only game. He's been cameoed in other things. But he's just got that style of character that, like, it's different. It's refreshing, you know. He'd be the only character like that on the roster, so it makes sense. It just does. Now, there's not really any other characters I can think of other than, you know, maybe characters that could just fit as Mii costumes, like Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil, or any of the Resident Evil characters, the main protagonist from Astral Chain. Mii costumes are definitely a good way to be able, because like the Bomberman one is basically Bomberman. Now I put the model, the Mii costume next to the assist trophy. They're not exactly the same, not a big deal, but like it looks just like him. So it's, if you can do that, obviously the characters that are human don't get the full face remodels, they just get a costume pieces. So characters like Rayman would be perfect for the Mii costume because the creeper is floating, and you know, perfect, just slap it on there. I've always been saying that that's where he belongs anyway. No offense to anybody. Anyway, the one other character that I feel like could be a deluxe Mii gunner would be Master Chief, because, you know, Microsoft and people saying, oh, Master Chief, but we can't have Doomguy and Master Chief. And then, you know, it's taking limelight away from Samus because they're all helmeted, gunnered, space fighting people. So it's like, okay, well, how many more of those can we have? And then people are gonna be like, no more space people. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's just the way I would want it. I would want Doomguy for his iconicness, his music, and have Master Chief as the costume, because, you know, it's not that I don't like Halo. I just feel like Doomguy's got a little above. What else is there? I don't know if I can think of any other characters at the moment. You guys should tell me who you would want and why, and then I can maybe make another video if this is like anybody likes this video. If people hate it, you just thumb it down, then I can know not to do this again. Alrighty guys, see you next time. Later.